Hello, this is Jason Robinson from Illustration by Design, and it is now 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully you guys are doing well, and everything is going okay and awesome in your world. Tonight I'm going to be doing another drawing live stream. This time I'm going to be working on a commission for Matt Rainbolt. Matt has asked me to do a few drawings in the past. Hey, Lady Celtic Moon, how you doing? Howdy. Oh, Lady Celtic Moon, in case you hadn't heard, I'm sure you already have though, you won the drawing from Drawn and Quarter yesterday for the free copy of the winner's artwork. So, if no one's told you yet, I think you want a copy of Dina Israel's winning artwork from last night's Drawn and Quarter. So, contact her and let her know so she can get it to you. But yeah, I'm going to be doing some artwork for Matt Rainbolt. He asked me to draw sort of like an alien villain for him, and he gave me a number of parameters on how he wants this character to look. So I'm just going to go by his guidelines and start drawing this cool original character that he sort of mapped out for me. So I'll get started on that in a few seconds. But also, I want to show you something else I've been working on. What's this right here? So, finished that a few days ago, and you'll see the whole thing sometime next week. I'll let you guys think about what it might be. Some of you may already guess, but you'll find out next week. Let's see here. Lady Celtic Moon says, no, it was Mike online store. Quip won but lost his link to his online store. I'm not sure what that means. So, but let me get started on this drawing for Matt. And if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to ask and speak up. Let's see. Am I right? Nope. Hold on. Let me get my glasses so I can see. There we go. That's better. Alright. Now, Matt has had a few requests for this character he wants me to draw. Basically, this is it. He wants this Dr. Doom pose. He wants the character to be an alien with this sort of facial feature. He wants the character to be wearing big robes like this, and he wants the character to have these skinny little alien hands. So I have to sort of put all this together. It shouldn't be too hard, and just make a drawing for Matt. So hopefully it'll come out cool and he'll like it. So, and hopefully you guys will enjoy seeing me work through it. What time is it? 7 right now. Can't take too long, but or I don't want to take too long with it. So I'll just get going and then try to get her done. And he said he wants this character to look gaunt, so it won't be able to. Won't be as majestic as Dr. Doom, or at least it's built. And someone's messaging me. Let's see, hold on one second. Make sure it's not important. And it's not important. Nope, not important. So I can get back to drawing. Let's see. Lady Celtic Moon says, I'll be here, but need to fix dinner. Need to fix supper for myself, so I'll be in and out. Okay, that's cool. Thanks for stopping by, Lady Celtic Moon. Zoom in a little.
Yes, it's a good day for singing the song. Yes, it's a good day for moving along. Yes, it's a good day. How can anything go wrong? A good day from morning till night. I sat to the sun. Good morning, sun. Rise and shine today. Yes, it's a good day for singing a song. Yeah, it's a good day for moving along. Yes, it's a good day. How can anything go wrong? A good day from morning till night. Yes, it's a good day. The sun is good. A good day. There isn't a day. Everything to gain and nothing to lose. A good day from morning till night. Yes, it's a good day for singing the song. Yes, it's a good day for moving on. Lord, it's a good day. How can anything go wrong? A good day from morning till dawn. From morning till night. From morning till night. Good day.
Hey, Brad, how you doing? Good seeing you. He says, you lied. This is not the thumbnail. Well, I said in the thumbnail that thumbnail is not what I'm drawing. So, I told the truth. Hey, Bethany, how you doing? Good seeing you. Liked your drawing last night from Drawn and Quartered, Brad. Looking forward to seeing it tomorrow when you put it up on Friday Night Auctions. Should be very cool. Very, very cool. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, everyone, make sure to watch Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have not already, go and subscribe to Chester Busby's channel, where it's going to be shown, and you can get to see a bunch of great artists working on drawing. What are they drawing tonight? They're drawing Art T-Bear's Chrono Mechanics characters. So that's at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If I can find my dagnabbit, losing all my stuff. Hold on, stay. There you go. Put the link in the chat, so you guys who don't know where to go, just click that link. That'll take you to Chester Busby channel, and that is where they're going to have Drawn and Quartered, the fan edition, tonight at 10 p.m. And the winner of that will go on to the Pro Edition next Wednesday at 10 p.m. So check it out, outers. Where'd I put my pencil? Where'd I put my pencil? Dead, burn it. That's not it. Oh boy. Oh, found it. Gotta keep track of my stuff. Brad says, I'm redoing it now. You should check it out. Oh, you put it on Twitter? I'll check it out when I have a chance, which will be after this live stream. So. But yeah, you had a really solid start yesterday. But you were some of you guys get so ambitious. I mean, it's like I feel bad because you do really good work. It's just like man, you're not gonna finish that in the 2 hours. But I mean, I love how you start. I mean, you pretty much if you had decided to just go with standard pen and inks, you would have had that done easily um, by the 2 hour mark. But you went above and beyond as usual, and you started doing ink washes, and it was like, man, it's gonna look cool, but time. Lady Custom Move says, like and share, guys. Yes, please like and share this live stream. I greatly appreciate it. It will greatly help the channel and help YouTube. I guess display the channel to people who are interested or even not interested. Brad says, I knew going in I wasn't going to finish it. Yeah, but it's a cool piece. I can't wait to see it finished. I love the perspective on it with those two. So yeah, it's gonna be very cool when it's all said and done. Now I'm gonna give this guy claws because he's supposed to be a bad guy, a bad gray. So that guy should have claws. Just so you know they're menacing. Just so you know they're menacing. All bad guys should have claws. Hey, 8 people are watching. Awesome. Hey, if you haven't already, please give this live stream a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. If you're enjoying it. If you're not enjoying it, still give it a thumbs up. I still appreciate it. Eric Hawkins says, do or do not. There is no try. There is no try. That's true. So are you looking forward to the new Star Wars movie, Eric? I am not. I have absolutely no real desire to see it. However, having said that, I am looking forward to looking at the Mandalorian on the Disney's new streaming service. So that will be very interesting to see. The trailers look really cool for it, and I like some of the actors in it. So I am very interested in seeing how that show turns out. I'm looking forward to that much more than I'm looking forward to, the Revenge of what Skywalker or whatever it's called. It looks just kind of dumb. Bethany says, I'm looking forward to it. She dodges a few rocks. That's okay. That's fine. I'm not a big I mean, I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I mean, I like the original movies, and that's about it. No, I liked, which one did I like? I really liked Rogue One. I thought that was a very good movie. But the other Star Wars movies, I have no real stake in them doing poorly or good. I don't really. It really didn't have any impact on me. I was just kind of, whatever. They didn't change my life, so I have zero need to rush out and watch them. Bethany says, I do want to see the end of the Clone Wars. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I'm skipping a bunch of stuff. Eric Hawkins says, I will go see it, but I'm not expecting much. I am very excited for The Mandalorian. It looks great. Yeah, it does, seriously. And that's how I could tell that the new Star Wars movie wasn't going to be that exciting, because the trailers bored me. I had no interest after seeing the trailers for it. But I saw the first trailer for The Mandalorian. I was like, whoa, what the? That looks good. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. Bethany says, not sure I want to sink into the Disney scam though. But I do want to see the end of the Clone Wars, so I'll see how it goes. Well, there are ways. There are ways you can watch these shows without succumbing to the Disney scam. I'll leave it at that. So, I'm not going to order their streaming service just to watch their shows. Lady Kowski Moon says, "So you packed your lightsaber?" Yeah, sure. I packed my lightsaber. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. I'm also interested in seeing that show Picard when it comes out. But I'm not sure when that debuts. It's not on Disney, so. But I do think it's going to be on Amazon Prime for people who live outside of the United States. So I might check it out that way. I mean, I live within the United States, but if you have a VPN, then you'll be able to watch it. So I shall do it that way. Ah, Dad, burn it! My light keeps on dropping. Come on, light, stay, steady, steady there, steady. Eric Hawk says Jimmy sounds like a pirate. What? A pirate? No, no, no. I simply make use of the technology available to me. Bethany says, the VPN route. The VPN route is very cool. It allows you to watch shows that, I mean, like if you go to BBC's website, there are a lot of shows that you won't be able to watch unless you live in England. So I am more than happy to turn on my VPN to make it look like I am in London so I can watch some cool British stuff. Eric Hawkins says, I'm supposed to get Disney Plus for free through Verizon for a year. Cool. That's neat. I cut the cord years ago with TV. That's because you're very smart, Bethany. I would like to get to a point where I can cut the cord. The only streaming service I have, though, is Amazon Prime, and that's only because I got Amazon Prime just for the free shipping years ago, probably 15 years ago or whatever. And then over the years, they just added the video content, and I've been like, okay, cool, whatever, I'll take it. Of course, they've increased their prices as well, so I'm not crazy about that. But I would have Amazon Prime regardless, just for the free shipping, because I buy enough stuff on Amazon to justify it. So. Bethany says I have Amazon Prime as well. They own my soul. They don't quite own my soul, but it's cool. It's neat having access to all those TV shows and stuff that I otherwise wouldn't even know about or even watch. I just finished watching Jack Ryan, the second season of it yesterday, and it was good. It wasn't as good as the first season. But I like the actors in it. I mean, John Crickfalusi? No, John. That's the animator. It's John. who's the actor? John something. He was in that comedy show, The Office. But he plays Jack Ryan. And he does a good job. I don't really. His version of Jack Ryan is kind of a. Yeah. It's I can't remember his last. He's married to Emily Blunt. But I can't. He does good with action flicks. Yeah, I mean I haven't seen him in that many action flicks. I know he was in that one where the family was trying to be really quiet and stuff. He was in that action film. I know people have talked about him playing Mr. Fantastic in a Fantastic Four reboot with Marvel. I don't know. I mean, he's a good actor though, and yeah, he does a good job with Jack Ryan. Um, But yeah, this new season, it was I think what I liked about the first season was that the villain was in some ways sympathetic. You could understand his point of view and why he was doing what he was doing. In this season, the villain was just the bad guy, was just straight up just evil, you know, and it was a lot less interesting. So, it was I kind of, well, it was 8 episodes. I mean, they were able to get it done in 8 episodes, so I guess that's enough. But it just seemed like a very short season to me. Oh, 13 hours and 13 hours? Was he in that? John Krasinski. Okay, gotcha. Was he in 13 hours? Because I saw that. And I don't remember him in it. But well, I mean, I only saw it once years ago in the theater. So, that may have been before I was really aware of who he was. So he could very well have been in it. I just missed it. So, but yeah, no, he's a good actor. He's a good actor. Let me see here. As the first action role I recall him being in. That might be true. I always get him confused with the guy from Chuck. The guy from Chuck. I always get that guy and John Krasinski mixed up because they have similar looks to them, at least in my mind. They kind of have like kind of goofy, doughy faces. They both sort of started out in comedy and moved into action. So, Bethany says, I think that was his first, and then people realized he could do more than comedy with The Office. Yeah. And he's doing well for himself, so, I hope he does more. Alright, let's see.
Public Enemy number 3, 10 years ago, was released today from the federal penitentiary after serving 11 years of a 10 to life sentence. To this day, $250,000 in gold bullion involved in the original crime has not been recovered. Police officials doubt the gold can be recovered, pointing out that should the gold be found by Pappas, the insurance company would have the first claim. $250,000 in gold, this guy used to be a father. Hey, I'd like to meet this guy.
Worst part about working in pencil is all the graphite smearage. The smearage. I get some paper to cover it up. The smearage. The smearage. Let's see. Lake Eskimo says, sitting back, watch him draw and eating crackers. Cool. Very cool. Thank you. Remember to watch Drawn and Quarter Fan Edition on Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chester Busby channel. Link it in the chat. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm not that familiar with Chrono Mechanics, Art T-Bear's characters, his new campaign, but I encourage everybody to check it out if you would. Hold on. Bam, there you go. It's RT Bear's Chrono Mechanics, which is going to be the subject of tonight's Drawn and Quarter Fan Edition. If you have a chance to check it out, go to the link, and if you're so inclined, pick up a copy for purchase. I'm looking forward to getting Art's Black and White, which I ordered last year. So apparently he's gotten the copies from the printer recently, so we should be getting them fairly soon, and I cannot wait to read it. Eric Hawkins says, everybody's missing you on the show, man. Well, unfortunately, my trusty phone, this little pain in the butt, the app, which for what was it, Hangouts, has not been working for several months, or a few months anyway. So I'm not able to get on the show. Every time I've tried to get on, it has not allowed me to. So I'm going to have to just bow out until I get a camera that allows me to join you guys. So it's unfortunate because I enjoyed being on it, and it's kind of the only way. Well, it is the only way that I'd be able to get on the Pro Edition. So I'm sort of out for the count for now. So what I'll try to do the draw-alongs like I did yesterday whenever I can. So at least I'll be able to get some sort of attention with my art. But yeah, being on the show is sort of out of the cards for me right now. But c'est la vie. C'est la vie. But I do enjoy watching you guys compete, so I'll be there cheering you guys on. It was cool seeing Dina last night take the prize from the pros. I mean, it was kind of it's kind of a fan favorite type thing last night, but that's cool. I mean, I'm happy she won, and I'm glad that it wasn't like another sort of mail-in sort of blowout type thing. At least it was a honest competition, which is good. Eric Hawkins says, we haven't been getting many new artists on there lately. I think I've been on at least a month straight because we always need artists. Dina was so excited. Yeah, no, it's very cool. Yeah. I mean, I've been trying to post on some Facebook groups, letting them know about the competition, so that some people will new blood will show up. But I don't know how many are doing so. I think a lot of people may just not take it seriously or understand that it's a real thing. So they just figure, whatever. So, but all we can do is just let people know and hope that, a few people at least show up to compete. But it's cool seeing you on there every week, Eric. So, just keep doing it. It's a great opportunity to get your work seen. I mean, especially if you especially if you do have a book out there, or if you plan on one day getting a book out there, it's a great way to build sort of public knowledge of your artwork. So I would encourage every artist to do so. Go out there and use the fan edition to promote yourself Even if you don't have a book, let people know that you exist, and that you so that if you ever do decide to put something out for sale, you'll already primed the pump, and you'll have at least a few eager fans awaiting your work. So it's very cool. Let's see. What time is it? It is 7:44. Okay. Said I want to get this done within 2 hours. Let's see if I can do that. If not, less. Huh. All right. Huh.
And that's that. That's that. But it's not all by any means.
Let's see here. Let's see. Eric Hawkins says, I've gotten smart on the show. I now draw traditionally when we are drawing something I might be able to sell at a show. Yes, that is the smart way to do it. I always draw, well, almost always draw traditionally. Last night was the first time I actually, for the draw along, was the first time that I've actually drawn on the computer. Because I tend not to like drawing on the computer, but it went a lot. It went a lot faster than drawing by hand. I mean, I was able to finish an hour before the whole thing ended, just because I was, a lot of the erasing and stuff I didn't have to do. I just I did a rough sketch and then on a separate layer, and then I was able to just it wasn't inks, but I was able to do a fairly finished drawing on a computer in half the time. So yeah, drawing traditionally, it's harder. It takes a lot more effort because you have to clean things up and make it look presentable. Whereas on the computer, you can hide that stuff easily just by drawing on layers and then making them disappear, so it looks squeaky clean and sharp. Oh, cool. Oh, wow. Eric Hawkins says, I met Dan Peruch last week at a show. Where are you located? Not to Eric, not to dox you, but where did you see him? What show did you see him at? I mean, I've never met any of these guys from these various streams and stuff. So the game, the Lone Star Zombie, I did for the draw along last week. Cool. Eric Hawkins says, I'm in St. Louis. We have a toy show about every 6 weeks. It also has comics. Oh, neat. That's cool. Yeah, I've never been brave enough to show my work at a comic book convention or anything like that. It's just, it's very, I find it very, very stressful. Whenever I go to the artist alley at a convention, I get stressed just seeing the artist trying to sell the work. Even though I'm not selling it myself, just walking in there, I feel stressed. Imagining myself trying to sell my work there. So, Eric Hawkins says he wanted to pay me, and I said no. So he said he would buy my comic. He bought all 4 covers. He's a super nice guy. Oh, neat. Now, what is your comic, Eric? And is it still available for sale online? Can you post a link or where people can find it? The Zombieful World of Oz. Is that on Indiegogo or Kickstarter or somewhere, or is it just do you have a website where it can be bought? Well, everybody, I do have it available on my Facebook store, Stone Door Studios. Okay, so you're doing issue 2 early next year. Okay, so everybody, if you're on Facebook, go look up Stone Door Studios and see if you can find the Zombieful World of Oz by Eric Hawkins. Check it out and buy a copy if you would. I'm sure Eric would appreciate it. He said it was on Kickstarter last April. Okay, cool. How'd it do? Did it sell well there? I started doing shows this year. It was a little scary at first. Yeah, it's yeah. That's why I've never done it. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm really bad with well, one I'm shy, and 2 mix that shyness with fear of rejection, and I'm like, nah, I'm not doing any shows. I guess I could do it, but it's just like, when I see people at shows selling their work, I'm like, you're braver than me. I don't have the guts. You need to be really I'm confident in my work, but it's just I don't know. I have this need for people to like it. So I think that's why I'm a commercial artist rather than a fine artist. A fine artist, you know, you do the work ahead of time, and then you hope people like it enough to buy it. With commercial artists, they hire you to do work first, and then they tell you what to draw. And I find that much easier. I funded in less than a week. Well, I was only looking for $1,500. I ended up getting $2,400. Oh, that's great. Very cool. Awesome. Let's see. Lady Captain Moon has put a link in the description, and it may or may not be for Eric Hawkins' products. I don't know. Yep. Well, yeah, it's a link to clothing associated with. Yeah, it's a link to clothing associated with this comic book. I don't see the actual comic book there, but at least that's a good place for you guys to start. And also, again, look for his stuff on Facebook at Stone Door Studios on Facebook. Hmm. Eric Hawkins says on Webtoon, look up the Zombieful World of Oz. I'm posting updates every week. There are 3 up there right now. Cool. Okay, good. Well, folks, look for Eric Hawkins' work there. So, and also look for him tonight on Join a Quarter Fan Edition, where he will be drawing Chrono Mechanics. Eric Hawkins says, I did learn a valuable lesson this year. Do not do artwork for a comic where you're going to get paid when the crowdfunding is complete, because when it fails, you got no money. Yeah. Lady Katamu says, okay, need to clean up super mess. Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised to hear that, I don't know if this is still the case, but I believe Matthew Weldon isn't getting paid for his artwork in, what is it? It's, Punchline. That comic book that he's drawing for Antarctic Press. He's just doing it for copies of the comic or something. I mean, that guy is, a lot of admiration for him, but he's kind of weird. I think it's important that artists get paid for the work. So. Eric Hawkins says, "Oh yeah, I heard him say something like that." Yeah, I mean, I admire his love of drawing and his willingness to do that amount of spectacular work for apparently no money. But at the same time, he should be getting paid a lot of money for the work that he's doing because he's one of the best artists I've seen, in the last several years. I mean, he has a really great organic style, and he definitely deserves to get paid a lot of money to do his work. So I hate seeing him sell himself short by doing an entire comic book on a monthly basis for nothing. Kind of annoys me. Eric Hawkins says, "Yeah, I did the art for a book for someone. The Kickstarter didn't fund. She felt bad and was going to pay me a little every month. I told her we could relaunch it early next year. Yeah, you have to. If you're going to be doing a book, you have to get paid a minimal amount of money that you're willing to accept for your work, and then if the regardless of how the book does, you should be getting paid something for your time and effort. And then if the book ends up succeeding and you make more money as a result of that, then that's cool. I mean, that's gravy. But don't do the work for nothing, hoping that the book will fund, because you could be wasting several months of your life for no reason, for nothing. Matt has a very unique style, and he seems quick too. He's a great artist. Yeah, no, he is. He's very fast. I heard someone say that he does, like, he's able to do 2 pages a day of art of comic book work. I mean, that's insanely fast. And he draws traditionally. I don't think he draws on a computer. He draws by hand. I mean, the guy is just a really, really talented artist. But it comes from many years of practice and work. I have to keep telling myself that. It's like, why can't I be as fast as Matt Weldon? Well, because Matt Weldon put in a whole lot of time practicing and working. And he's actually drawn comic books, for years. I just wasn't aware of it. I just saw a link for a comic book he did back in 2015 called Plus Ultra, and I guess it's based on. I guess they got the name from My Hero Academia. At least that's what I'm guessing. Anyway, but and it seems to be early work of his. I mean, it's still obviously his artwork. It's his style, but it's a fair bit less refined than his current work, and you can tell that he's improved quite a bit since then. Eric Hawkins says, I had a few pages to finish while the Kickstarter was going on, but when I saw it wasn't going to fund, I started working on my stuff. Yeah, that's it's unfortunate. But it's good that you had most of it done when you launched the Kickstarter. That's I think every sort of crowdfunding book needs to have that mindset where we're not gonna launch until we have a fair amount, if not most of the book done, so that we can deliver the book on time. Ignition says, looking great, JR. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Eric Hawkins says the comic was about a real-life paranormal investigator. She has a huge following, but we came up short. Came up way short. Okay. How much were you guys looking for the campaign? I mean, it is hard to get funded though. So, and were you on Indiegogo or were you on Kickstarter? I mean, I guess they both have pluses and minuses. I guess the main plus with Indiegogo is that you're able to tap into that whole Comicsgate fan base. So it's it can be better that way. But Kickstarter has, I guess, more people overall looking at your campaign and book. So. Eric Hawkins says, when I did the Zombieful World of Oz #1, I had 100% complete before I started the Kickstarter. It was Kickstarter. She wanted 3,000 and it didn't get to 1,000. Yeah. Yeah, I guess if you're gonna start a book, you just have to promote it out the wazoo, like endlessly. You have to go on tons of streams. You're gonna have to just be a real salesman in order to get eyeballs on it. Especially if no one really knows who you are, it's really hard. So. There are 3 other people involved with the story with her, and they all have big followings on social media, but they didn't help with any promotion. What? That stinks. And what's the point? I don't want to say what's the point of having a huge following if you don't promote it, but yeah, what's the point? I mean, you have to be willing to monetize your following so that you can reach your whatever goals you set. That's a waste. It's a shame. Sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully, when you guys restart it, those people will be more committed to helping out and helping to spread the word with their followings. I mean, I don't have much of a following at all. I think I have 399 subs right now on my YouTube channel. But if I ever start a comic book, I will be sure to let you guys know about it ad nauseum. You will get sick of me talking about it because you have to kind of be a pain in the butt, and in a sense of promoting your stuff, because no one else is going to do that work for you, really. Stay. Come on, buddy. Stay. Gotta sharpen my pencil. Eric Hawkins says, you do a comic book and I'm going to back it. Cool. Awesome. That's 2 sales. One from me and one from you. All I have to do is get my mom to buy it. That'll be a tough sale. Oh, lost my pen. Oh, my lead, rather. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Do a comic book is a lot of work, as I'm sure Eric Hawkins knows full well. I got on shows and podcasts and was on Twitter and Facebook every day. Promoting a crowdfunding project is a full-time job. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, I watch, when I watch guys like Ethan Van Sciver and Doug TenNapel and Mike Miller, when they're in promotion mode, I have a lot of admiration for what they're able to do. It's just, I don't know. You have to. It takes a certain amount of, what's the word? I guess you'd say gumption or chutzpah, however you pronounce it, to be that much of a salesman of your own work. I remember the one guy I always remember is I don't know if you've ever seen him at a comic book convention, but if you ever have a chance, check out what is his name? He does the Greg Land. If you ever have a chance, check out Greg Land. Is a pretty famous comic book artist. He mainly does covers, and they're usually just sort of traced pinups of women in superhero costumes. That's what he's famous for. He's famous for kind of tracing photographs of models and turning them into superheroes. But anyway, he's a talented artist. But if you have a chance, check out his booth when you go to a comic book convention. He is, to my mind, sort of the example, the model to look at in terms of selling your work. That guy is relentless, but in a good way. He's a very friendly, outgoing personality when he's selling his stuff. He's sort of like a carnival barker, but he's just very compelling. He's able to just grab complete strangers, as they walk by his table and say, "Hey, how you doing?" He strikes up a conversation with them. He gets talking with them, finds out their interest in comics, and then immediately directs them to artwork that he's selling that sort of falls in that vein of what they're interested in. And then it seems like 9 times out of 10, those people end up buying some of his artwork because he's so interactive with the fans and the people that he snags as they're just walking by his booth. If he were more passive, he wouldn't sell a tenth of what he does. But because he's so active in terms of, sort of grabbing people's attention and getting them to pay attention to his artwork, he's able to make tons of sales. And I think that's great. I mean, that's something that every artist should learn, the art of salesmanship. And I think because a lot of artists, a lot of creators do tend to lean towards the introverted side, they miss out on a lot of opportunities to sell their work, and that is unfortunate. Speaking of which, if you would like a commission of your own, like this one, contact me on Twitter. You can find my information in the About section of my YouTube channel, and just send me a direct message and ask me. Let me know, and I will send you a price list, and you can let me know what you want me to draw, and I'll be happy to do it. So that's my plug. Contact me, and I will draw for money. That's what I do for a living. I'm a pencil for hire. Have ink will travel. Eric Hawkins says, the best compliment I got was from Billy Tucci when I was on his show. He said he liked it so much it made him mad because he didn't think of it. That's awesome. That's a great compliment from Billy Tucci. I love that guy. He is so cool. And if I ever crowdfund a book, I will definitely try to get on his show because he seems like a really, really nice guy. Very, very excited about comics and about new creators and stuff, and that's awesome. It's very encouraging for people who, especially from him, because I mean, I think a lot of people maybe not grew up, but are really familiar with his work because of She and some of the other stuff he's done. So it's that's cool. That's great. Hmm. Ah. Bum, 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 bum. Interesting. Hmm. Huh. Trying to work out these shadows. Always give me problems. Let's see, it's 8:22. I'll finish this by 9. Almost done. I'm almost done. Turn it so I can figure out what I want to draw. There you go, that's better. Alright. Hmm. I need a drafting brush. Brush all these shavings off. I'm gonna put one on my Amazon wish list for Christmas. Now, Matt Rainbolt wants sort of the universe reflected in this alien's eyes. Now, I'm going to have to do that with some white paint because it's not. I don't think that I'll be able to get that much detail with pencil. So I'm just gonna fill in the black with the pencil, and then go back in with white paint to dot in stars in the guy's eyes, in the gray's eyes. Alright. Moxrox is here. How you doing? Moxrox says, cool art. Well, thank you very much. Glad you like it. Try not to mess it up. So like an evil gray alien. It's an evil gray that is sick of the U.S. government experimenting on his buddies when they come down to Earth for to sample our tasty tacos. And he's come to give the human race what for. It's like, we just came down for your tacos. Why do you keep experimenting on us? Well, release my fellow Greys, or there's gonna be trouble. Uh-oh. Speaking of trouble, my wife's home. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Eric Hawkins says, take care, Jiminy. I'll catch you later. That alien is cool looking. Thank you very much, Eric. Sorry, I had to say hi to my wife. She just got back from a exhibit at the local museum, local Japanese museum, the Murakami Museum. and she went with her sister, and they just had an exhibit on anime architecture. It's basically an exhibit on the exhibit opened today, but it was basically showing the architecture of films from like Ghost in the Shell and some other movies. Basically, the background art, and then they had a speaker sort of talking about it. So it's pretty cool, pretty cool. Murakami Museum in Delray Beach is an awesome museum. If you have a chance, look it up on the interwebs. It's murakami.org. Let's see if I can type it in without breaking the internet. Murakami.org. There you go. I don't know if that's a link, if that'll work, but check that out. It's a really cool Japanese museum. It's been there. Japanese museum, I think it opened in 1979. I used to go there as a kid for field trips, but they expanded it majorly about 20 years ago. No, more than 20, maybe 25 years ago. And now it has a movie theater in there. It's a really pretty elaborate setup, and it's on about 40 acres of land. Um, they have festivals there every few months. They show animated movies in a movie theater. Then they have various exhibits and stuff. I remember going to a an exhibit. Oh man, it's probably 15 years ago, where the creator of Ghost in the Shell showed up. He was there, and he gave a talk about his studio's work. It was a studio. What's the name of that studio? That Studio IG. That creates the Ghost in the Shell movies and TV shows. Um, so he was there, and that was really cool. Got to meet him, got his autograph, and yeah, it's pretty neat. So if you're in the South Florida area, check out the Murakami Museum. It is worth the travel. Alright, that looks a little better. That looks a little better. Alright. Alright. 8:37. Got about 20 minutes. Give this guy little fish teeth. Let's see. Okay. Let me try doing little stars in his eyes now. Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second. Gotta clean out my brush. Alright, I'm back. Now, it's pretty much finished. Just need to work on this alien's eyes. The starry eyes.
Boys I've known and I've known some. Until I first met you, I was lonesome. And when you came inside, dear, my heart grew light and this whole world seemed new to me. You're really swell, I have to admit you deserve expressions that really fit you. And so I cracked my brain hoping to explain all the things that you did to me. Mr. Shane, please let me explain. Mr. Shane means you're crying. Mr. Shane, again I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land.
Right. Let's see if I can do this without messing up.
It means you're the fairest. It means you're the fairest in the land.
Now you may or may not be able to see this.
Mr. Shane, please let me explain. Mr. Shane means you're brand. Mr. Shane, again I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land. Greetings from the end. I'm Patty. I'm Maxine. And I'm a friend.
I apologize if you can't really see what I'm doing here. I'm painting in white stars in this alien's eyes as Matt Rainbolt asked me to do, but it's just really hard to see. Unfortunately. Partially because the lighting is kind of bad, but also because this paint isn't as opaque as I would like. Come on, light. Hard for me to see what I'm doing. It's hard for me to see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. I think that's okay. Put the brush to the side, and let me just give it a look over. Give the paint time to dry a little, and then I will be done, I think. Fix that. Okay, I think that's it. This is my commissioned artwork that Matt Rainbolt asked me to do for him of an evil sort of space alien something for some project he's working on. He's wanted me to sort of put it into sort of drawn form based on his description. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this live stream, me drawing it, and you had fun watching me. Hope you did. Anyway, I had fun drawing it. It's really cool. And thank you, Matt, for asking me to draw this. I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun doing it. And everyone, if any of you want to commission me to do a drawing for you, whether it's a original character like this or an established character, you want a drawing of them, just contact me via Twitter. My contact info is in the About section of this YouTube channel. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I think, at 399 subscribers right now. So if anyone would subscribe to me and get me over the 400 mark, I'd greatly appreciate it. Sub. Give this live stream a thumbs up if you would. yeah, hit the bell for notifications for next time I do a live stream. I want to be more consistent about live streaming. Try to do it at least a few times a week. So just subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so that YouTube will let you know the next time I'm either live streaming or I upload a video for you guys to look at. Okay. So yeah. Oh, again, in about an hour at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, go to Chester Busby's channel on YouTube where they're going to be having Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition. And you're going to see a bunch of really great artists drawing Art T. Bear's new comic book. It's called Chrono Mechanics. And again, it's on Art T. Bear's, Chester Busby's channel at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in about 1 hour. So check that out, okay? So, guys, you take care, and I will talk to you later. Remember to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up, all right? You guys take care, stay out of trouble. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. I know there's an off switch somewhere. I just don't know where it is. Ah, there it is. My apologies. Now I'll see you guys later, okay? Take care.